Hey, this is Andy again at the Funny Farm, and today what we're going to be doing is canning some beans. And I've got my beans out of the garden, and we've had about 3 huge bags of beans that we've pulled out of the garden this year. And the last bag that we've got now, we're going to actually end up canning them. And we're going to go through the process with you about stuffing them. I've got some prep work to do, get ready for it, but it's getting these little babies into that little bottle and making sure that we get it canned for the season so we have some over the winter. Anyway, I'm going to do the prep work. I'll be right back. Hey, this is Andy again, and today what we're going to do, like I said, is we're going to be bottling some beans, some green beans that we've got from our garden. So these are our green beans, and we had a huge bag on this time. And with that huge bag, I'm going to be able to get at least 12 pint jars. And awesome. I've already bottled some last night, and turned out really nice. And these are really good, and you'll like these. And it's nice to have these out of the garden. But you can remember, you can always go to the store, get your own, and come back and bottle them yourselves too. So at least for practice, if you need to do that. Well, what I did is I took my beans, snipped the ends off, and filled my jars. And I filled my jars a couple of different ways. Some of them I stuck them in long ways, so they're long all the way down. Others I actually snipped them in half, and they're half in here. Some are long. Now, I did a little thing that Tana didn't want me to do, but I did it anyway. I have some beans with just beans, but I also have beans that I included some garlic and some few peppercorns. I love garlic, and for me, garlic in anything, I don't care what it is. But I put some garlic and peppercorns in about 3 of these bottles just to try it out. And you can experiment the way you want, other herbs and so on. I've got my water boiling right here. I'm going to take this off the heat for just a minute, just because I'm not quite ready to put the jars in the pressure cooker yet. So what I'm going to do now is I've already put lids on 4 of these, and I'm going to put my remainder of my lids on here. You guys can watch me. This will take a minute. Now I am using Tattler reusable canning lids, and a couple of different reasons. Number one, they're reusable, and I don't have to go to the store and always buy lids every year after year. Not only, and they'll last forever. They'll last forever. Another reason is whatever happens later on down the line when lids aren't available. And I sound like what do you call it? A doomsdayer. But you never can plan ahead. But I think that these are good investment and will pay for themselves a long line down the road. So I'm using the reusable ones, and you can find these at Tattler.com. So I think Tana's already showed you. She's my cameraman today. So what I've done now, so I've tightened these down finger tight, and then pulled it back. What we want to do is be able to have the lids breathe a little bit while it's in the canner, while it's in the pressure cooker. Okay, so these are all set and ready to go, and my water's ready to get boiling. So we're going to start putting these in the pressure cooker. Reach it in front. And almost done. 1 more to go. So I've got 5. I could probably fit 6 in here. So, but for this, I got 6. I could probably fit 7 in. I can't count today. All right. Bring up the temperature. It already started boiling, so it's going to start boiling again. And close my lid. Now, one important thing about using a pressure cooker is, first and foremost, read the instructions. Read the instructions on your pressure cooker. Mine, I got from my grandma and grandpa, and they were meticulous about taking care of their pressure cooker. In fact, kept the instruction manual for it. Everything's in pristine condition on this pressure cooker. It's a little older. Some of them have dials. Some of them, like this one, had little weights on it. But read the instructions, and whatever your pressure cooker says on how to do canning, please follow those instructions, because that'll be important for you. This particular one, when I was packing the beans in there, it also gave me the recipes to do that. So pack your beans, add your water, add your salt according to the directions that you want. In my case, we use pack it with boiling water. Now you can boil the beans first, but we ended up packing them raw and then put boiling water in with it. Also add a half a teaspoon of salt, and I use kosher salt. We have kosher salt in our home. It dissolves good, and we like it. Salt is salt, but the way this works and utilizes, we really love it. So away we go. My pressure cooker. The next step is, well, the air's got to get out of it before we even start counting. And in processing these, it'll take about 20 minutes after my weight starts to jiggle on 10 pounds. And so we'll wait for that to come up. Now, some pressure cookers, you have to actually let the air out first. This particular one will actually vent the air prior. So when it starts jiggling, the air is already out of our pressure cooker, or our pressure canner, pressure cooker. I use this for cooking, so for us it's a pressure cooker, and we use it for canning. So we'll let this get up to temperature. Again, once it starts jiggling, I'll set it for 20 minutes, let it go for 20 minutes, and then we'll be back after that 20 minutes. Hey everybody, we're back. I have processed our beans, and so we waited the 20 minutes. When the jiggler started moving, started hissing, turned it down, so it jiggled about once or twice a minute for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, we then took it off the heat and let it sit for 20 minutes, 20-25 minutes. And that's for that the pressure can come down slowly. We don't want immediate pressure coming down. That'll actually break your bottles. So we want pressure to come down slowly. We take the bottles out after those 25 minutes of the pressure, and we set them out to cool. And separate them, make sure that you got some airspace between them. We don't want them crowded around. One thing about these Tadler lids is they do provide, or they do say, to make sure that they're tightened down really good, hand tight, for the next 12 hours. After that, then, of course, you can take them off and then they're sealed. Regular lids that you'll find should be sealed right away. But again, we don't want to serve them for about 20 minutes, or excuse me, 24 hours. So give it a day to seal up. And then you want to come back and check it. So these were done yesterday. They're nice and sealed. They're actually sunk down in, just like the regular lids that we have. These I will not touch for another 12 hours. Actually, yeah, for another 12 hours. Well, that'll be in the middle of the night, but tomorrow we'll check them. So that's basically it for beans. You can also process potatoes the same way. Again, check your guide. Also meat, chicken. We have some boneless chicken that's frozen. I'm actually going to do some modeling with that as well. So try it out. See how you like it. We'll also do in this segment, or sometime, not in this segment, but along the way, some canning with a boiler canner or steam canner. Tomato salsa and so on. So enjoy your beans. I know I will. And we'll see you next time.